Hello guys, it's Ethan Jackson here with Ease Loyalty Lawn Care. Hey, we're just out doing some aerations real quick, and it's about a few days after GIE. This video might come a little later or something, I think, but hopefully I get it out, you know. But right now I rented this walk behind Bluebird aerator. It's a chain driven aerator, so I gotta kind of hurry because I'm on a time limit, really. So I don't know how much footage I'll get, which is kind of unfortunate. But I don't think I'll video too much of this yard at all, if any. There's one yard I probably will video because I did forget my camera stand and all that good stuff, but I'll catch you guys on the next yard. Check out the course here. This is a good, better yard. You always want to make sure, for real guys, ask if they have sprinklers or drain heads. There's a drain head right there. You never want to hit that. I should flag them, but I just make a mental note or put some vibes on them. But don't do that. You do not want to risk it. You do not want to at all. You don't want to take the chance of hitting. So I'll catch you guys when I'm seeing. Okay, so now we're getting ready to overseed the place. So I'm just gonna hold it about here, and I'm gonna talk about some tips for when you're aerating and overseeding. So right now we're using in the Midwest, our Illinois, central Illinois, I'm using a tall type fescue with Kentucky 31 mix for fall. In the spring I usually do some a slight, can't remember what it is, it's very small percentage of ryegrass with some Kentucky and fescue. But you really don't want to you want to always keep it out of the mulch bed, which is a little tricky to do at first, because then guess what, you're going to have grass growing in your mulch, and they don't like that. Another thing you want to take into consideration is what time of year you're doing it. I personally recommend do it in the fall, because it's mid-October right now. This grass is going to take pretty fast because there's a lot of rain coming and stuff. It's not going to be too much, but this grass is going to take and it's going to start germinating. And after it starts germinating, it's going to start growing. Then it's going to start growing, then it's going to die when we get our frost. Then it's not going to completely go like dormant, but it's going to have strength to fight through the frost and stuff, and it'll come back even thicker, stronger next spring. And that's practically the whole point anyway of aeration and overseeding, really. But like, say you do it in the spring, you can aerate in the spring. I just don't really recommend you overseed, because for one reason is that grass, or this grass, is going to grow extremely well all spring, all summer, you know. Say next summer or spring I plant, so all of 2023 it's going to grow incredibly well. But when it comes time for winter, it's not going to have, it's going to have, I think the proper terminology is, it's going to have thin roots or short roots. If I'm wrong, correct me. But it's something like that. It won't last as well if you have a strong frost or a strong winter. That's the biggest problem with it. Another problem that I can find out is you always, like I said, I'm using a different type of grass that I normally would use like in the spring or something, because this is fall. Something I found that works the best for me is you want to cut, if you know you're going to do the aeration or seeding for this your client or whoever, make sure if you're cutting the grass, make sure you cut it a little shorter. Don't get it too short where it kills it or makes it go dormant too fast, but make sure it's being cut a little shorter while you're getting ready to aerate and overseed, because it will help it get more ground contact and stuff, you know. And this it usually takes about 10 days to do it, and since it's later in the fall, I'm not going to mow this too much because, like I said, it's closer to the fall, the season's starting to wind down, and you won't need to mow it, which is better for the grass seed too. Like, it won't get sucked up by the mower and blah blah blah, all that. From the machines I'm using this Scott's Spritz seeder. Yeah, I could buy my own. I don't really want to though, because if I buy my own seeder, I'm gonna buy one like the one with real air wheels and a nice one. But just to rent it, this was like $15. My aerator's like 40 something for half a day, and maybe I can sell here. And then it's 60 for a full day, I believe. So we'll take it. And most people recommend, from what I've read and seen, 1 pound, I think it is, per 1,000 square feet of when you're overseeding. So I just went in the yard book, measured the yard size that I know I'm going to do it for, and say, okay, I'm going to need this much grass seed approximately. It's approximately going to take me this long, and then I need to approximately charge this. I mean, you want to always get as close as you can to be correct, but it's not always going to be perfect. Just keep that in mind, and you'll definitely learn as time goes on. But say if you did 5 aerations in a day, that's easy, especially if they're small houses. You can make $1,000 easily. So aerations are very profitable. Now in my area, it's a little harder to convince some people because we're more rural. Not everybody cares about their grass so much. They just want it cut and stuff, that's about it. But in some areas of our town, people do care about the grass, so that you kind of have to bounce it out. So I don't really see myself buying an aerator or walking behind a stand on what aerator anytime too soon at all, because I just don't have the area for it, I guess you could say. I mean, I could start offering in other towns, but I don't know how well that would work out. And a little tip I learned is always ask where their sprinkler heads are. I already mentioned this. Their sprinkler heads are, and drain heads, so you don't hit anything like that, because that's just bad news. And as you can probably tell, I'm definitely getting grass seed and mud on the sidewalks. So what I do, I come in with my blower, and like I said, I'm just gonna come with my blower and blow it away from the sidewalks and stuff, so you don't get in the cracks, so it doesn't grow in the cracks. Now this is gonna be very tricky because I do not want to get in the mulch bed, so I'm gonna go really slow and watch what I'm doing here. Like I said, that's gonna promote grass growth in mulch beds, and they don't want that, and you don't want that, okay? So if you can get a stand-on aerator, I don't really have the accessibility to rent a stand-on aerator in my town, as far as I know, and you definitely want to have a lot of work lined up for stand-on aerator, because it's definitely going to cost more. But if you did aeration for a whole straight week, you could do probably 7-8 grand if you did like 10 of them. If you could do like 10 of them a day, then you would really be banking. So you never want to charge anything under $100, that's for sure. I don't go under 100 at all with aeration or seeing, just with the price of seed and stuff, because I bought a 50-pound bag of seed. I bought one of them at first, and it was about $75 for just a Kentucky, or not Kentucky tall type fescue and a Kentucky 31 bluegrass mix, something like that. So this stuff ain't cheap, guys. So like I said, you really want to know what you need to charge and stuff. And see, right here is a bare spot. I'm gonna go over a little more, get a little more grass seed there. And when you're aerating, I guess this is what I found that I do personally, is when I'm aerating or overseeing, I'm looking at the customer's property, thinking of other things I could help them out with, or maybe mention to them, see if they'd be interested and stuff like that. So you don't just want to waste your time, concentrate on what you're doing, definitely. Don't do something stupid. But definitely think of other things, services you can offer, and you'll have a decent business or good business if you do that. I mean, there's a lot of things you have to do, but that's just one simple little tip that I've found. Okay, so now what, kind of out of breath because I'm really hungry, and this is my last one for today. I've done like 4, no 3. I did 3 today. I might have a few more in a week or weeks come, or in spring maybe. So what I'm going to talk about GIE real quick. So tips for GIE. Number 1, you want good walking shoes. Number 2, you definitely want to take an empty backpack because you're going to get so much free stuff. So much. Number 3, if you are under 16, you can't even walk outside. I mean, you can walk outside the building, but not even to go look at the equipment that you could demo. You can't even, I could understand completely if you couldn't demo it, but they won't even let you, if you're under 15, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. If you're under 15, under 16, they will not even let you walk out there, even with your parent, which is a little crazy. I mean, I kind of understand, but they weren't even letting little babies in strollers go and stuff. What is it now? GIE+Expo or GIE. If you're listening to this is my suggestion to keep people safe and vendors happy and whatever. I don't know whose decision made that, but give them a bracelet. Give them a bracelet if they're under 13. Or not under 13. Give them a bracelet for under 16. So make it a color. So they have to stick with their parents. They can't demo any equipment. Now if they're over 16, give them a bracelet. Because I know even if you're 16, some companies won't let you demo anything unless you're 18. So then if you're 18, give them a colored bracelet so everybody can go enjoy. Because like I was talking to a few kids that couldn't go out because we're all in the same boat. They're like, it's a little strange because if you think about it, we're the next generation of entrepreneurs, launchpreneurs, business owners that are going to be supporting these companies in the years to come. And it was kind of a bummer for me because personally I had a few companies say, hey, we want you to come out and test our new equipment and shoot some videos. Like I was going to go out and talk to Red Max, I think, for a bit and stuff like that, but guess what, I wasn't able to do that at all because I couldn't go out, which was just unfortunate. And stuff. So that's a little thing. And Bobcat, this is my other thing. My mom's going to talk about this to you too, but I'm going to brief over it real quickly. Bobcat did a giveaway. I don't know if they always do a giveaway, but I'm assuming there's always a company that's doing a giveaway. So on your name badge, she'll show you, but on your name badge, just make sure you put that part in because it's a free mower. I almost missed out on it and I didn't win. Would have been cool if I won, but props to the guy that won. I can't remember his name, but this shit, it was crazy. He made it within the last 20 seconds of him, or if he would have made it the time he did, they would have redrawn, and he made it in the last 20 seconds, guys. Absolutely crazy. So there's just some tips to GIE. I might throw some more in here or whatever, but just them are some tips for like people around my age and stuff, maybe you could say. I need to go fill up one more seed. So I guess thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I hope you enjoyed the video.